All right, ladies and gentlemen, Fabs in the house, and welcome back to the channel. Today I got something pretty good inside this box. Thanks to Tim, I have a Robert Carter Warfighter large. Would you look at this guy right over here? Classic. There's nothing going on in this one underneath, so don't worry about that. Just a hard case. You have this thing right over here. Guys, would you check out this fella? Let's do measurements. You get like 9 centimeters cutting edge and 12 centimeters long handle for an overall length of 21 and a little bit more centimeters for this guy right over here. Let me show you a couple of knives that I got on the table. That's a serpent from Randy Doucette. And we get to see something like a launch, like a small launch, actually. And this is a large one, so you get to see very similar blade shape, but different sizes for sure. This is Fisher. And of course, let me just show you a couple of classics. Right over here, we got a large Sebenza 21 and just like a small Sebenza 21. So you get an idea of the size of this fella right there. Not the smallest knife, but one of the prettiest for sure. This thing has some serious materials going on. Like, this is vintage Westinghouse micarta scales. This thing is like a crazy zircotai bolster. I believe this has been forged by him. I don't know. I might be wrong. That's what I'm hearing. Let me know in the comments if I am mistaken. Anyways, you get this level of awesomeness for the zircotai pattern on the bolsters. On the pocket clip, it's just ridiculous. Look at that. And check out the spacer. Wow, this pattern is wild. It's, right? It's gorgeous. Anyways, this is a flipper one. You have an XHP Dama core blade with a pretty centered core. I mean, it's a little bit higher on the lock side than that, but still, it doesn't bleed out, or it's too short, too big, almost reaches the tip. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Anyways, this is a liner lock. It's a full custom knife. It's not like a cheap one by any means. And actually, let me see the weight right away, because I'm just curious and see how we are doing in the ounces department. 5.88. So it's not like a lightweight fella, but definitely it's due to the materials employed. Look at this. Full-size backspacer in zircotai. That is crazy. Hidden hardware pocket clip. Look at the hidden hardware bolster and set of scales. So you only see the pivot basically, which is surrounded by a beautifully done zirconium pivot collar. What else should I tell you guys? This hidden hardware stuff is unbelievably good. So basically, you have 2 screws right over there for the bolsters. You have another screw right over here for the scale. And you have like 3, which are 2 for the... I don't know if you can see it there, guys. You can see the signature right there. Look at that. Anyways, hidden hardware is a pretty cool thing to do, but there's not going to be any disassemble video for this fella because you need some custom tools to take it apart, and I don't have them. That's just that. Pretty awesome look. This finger groove is massive and just allows the full finger to be there, and this creates like a nice guard. This is beautiful. The flipper tab extends a little bit over the bolster, and that's fine. Nicely done. And large finger groove over here and tapers down on the back, and it feels good in the hand. No jimping right over here, but it's fine. Of course, this pocket clip is going to live on this side. It's not going to be able to, you're not going to be able to mount it on this side. And pretty much this much knife is going to be sticking out from your pocket, so not too bad. You have no stainless steel lock face insert. There's a little bit of stick, but this is a brand new knife, so I'm pretty sure this is gonna go away. And it's already easing up as I flip this beast. Actually, I wanted to do a little measurement of this thickness. We have 4 millimeters for the stock, and you get what? Ooh, wow, this thing is crazy thin behind the edge. Ooh, guys, this is crazy. It feels absolutely thin, I'm telling you, because it is thin. It's a hollow grind, XHP Dama core. That's the core. I mean, the cladding is gorgeous. Look at the jacket there, a little bit off center, like if you can see a little bit more towards that side, but still gorgeously done. I love it. Beautiful pattern for this Zircuti bolsters. This is something you admire. Like when you acquire something like this, you just stop, admire. You try to memorize the pattern, like and just you can get lost into this level of detail and just examine all the little layers of zirconium titanium that's going on in this Zircuti. Just fantastic. There's no billboarding going on the blade. It's pretty clean. You get a sharpening choil, of course, a little bit of a swedge, no jimping going on, nice. And you have like a little belly, probably 50% belly, and straight edge up to the sharpening choil. It can actually work as a finger choil, just it's sharp. So just keep it recessed a little bit. You might be able even to do like a reverse grip, but it's not the most comfortable in my case. This guy is creating a hotspot, but just like in the regular position, nope, you're gonna be good to go. So there's no, yeah, there was a little bit of stick, but yeah, I mean, it's not something that, yeah, it's gonna go away. Actually, I can show you a little bit of a trick that I do when I have a little bit of lock stick. I'm using my trusted ox guard right over here, and I use like a toothpick or something like, let me see if I can find this guy right over here. I like to use these tweezers with the fine tip, and I take a little bit, like just a little bit of ox guard on the tip of that, and I'm just gonna do this. All right, look at this, guys. I'm just gonna lay a little bit of that in the point of contact on the tang of the blade. Probably you can't see because I am seeing. So something like that, just a little amount, little dab. And just you do it like a few times, like here. And maybe I'm just doing a little bit over there because this is just like a brand new one. You open it a little bit of times, and it's gonna be pretty good to go in a while. I mean, this is just, it still needs to break in, but already I'm feeling it. Yeah, easing up, so that's good. The weight is there. I mean, there's a lot of materials going on. The sound this guy makes, it's a thwack and a thunk. Thwack and thunk. Also, it feels pretty dry. That is why I'm doing a little bit of maintenance, guys, as we speak. So I'm just gonna use like a little drop of nano oil on the detent ball. Something like that, right? Here you go, and then easing it up. Here you go. Already feels much better. So there is a little bit less beautiful, a little bit less resistance. Ooh, and a nice glide shot for this fella right over here. Pretty cool ergo, nice and super sturdy, flush, like extremely flush, like you don't feel any steps, anything. So Oh, look at this, guys. I like also something I really like is just this part over here. The blade is super centered, is safely recessed. Actually, not really. I mean, it's safe, but I can snag the tip if I want. Just don't jam your finger here. Nothing's gonna happen if you do that. But anyways, guys, this thing flips hard. The blade is heavy and you have like a little bit of a recoil. And look at the action. It's smoothing up, it's already breaking in. This is a pleasant one, nice sound. Rounds on bearings, of course. No guillotine effect, just a little nudge and this guy is gonna be going into the close position. That's pretty cool, guys. I mean, there you have it. It's a gorgeous one, super rare. You're not gonna find this that often, and you're gonna need to shell some coins to obtain this one because, yeah, it's not a cheap one. I mean, there's a lot of work that went on into the making of this beauty, a lot of sweat, a lot of blood, I'm sure, and some of the fanciest materials available on the planet. So there you have it. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Stay tuned.